I got the sniffies. I got the I don't know
Yeah,
what it is. It's like through here. I'm just like
yeah,
I am hopeful that maybe it's because some things are, like, blooming, like, we had those few warm days
yeah.
maybe. Maybe it's just, like, a little allergy situation and not, like, immune compromised situation.
yeah, I would think so. I know there's like bullshit going around yet again. So like I'm sure it's fine because it is just like being isolated kind of like through here and there's no other like symptoms, but I also know my other friend got sick and like her family's sick, so I'm just like what's
Mhm.
going on?
Hard pass.
Truly.
Everybody.
Truly.
What did you do different, Mina? Something looks different, and I can't.
I
But
finally got my hair done after, like, 14, 15 weeks.
Oh, that's nice. No, but
It
something with your
was
eyes looks different.
oh,
Did you change your
I've
lashes
lost
or something?
yeah, every time I apply them, they probably look different just
Oh,
because
okay.
I am not a lash tech.
You do them
I
yourself?
li mhm.
oh
Oh,
damn.
I
okay.
just do the
Okay, girl.
DIY clusters because I barely have the bandwidth to, like, get my hair done. I do like to have my nails done because it makes me feel like a girl because I have farmer hands. I
That's
Same.
awesome.
cannot
I
add getting
hate
lashes done.
I hate getting lashes done, like, to the point that I, like, dread going when I wanna go because it's just laying there for an hour with it's like, does it give you have you had that done?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it almost this is gonna sound weird because I'm not claustrophobic whatsoever, but it almost makes me feel claustrophobic because they tape your eyes shut, like, and it's
I
just one
know.
of those yeah, it's weird.
Well, like,
Y'all are
yeah,
killing me because, like, I literally just came from my fucking lash appointment, and I was like, "This is the best thing ever," because my eyes are shut, I'm forced to focus on my breathing, and I can't be on my phone, so it's just me time.
Oh, I hate
So,
it.
like, I got, like, a lash lift, so I don't get, like, falsies, I just, like I don't know, they just lift
Just
my
listen.
lashes.
Yeah.
the
Yeah, just
lift
a
and tint.
yeah, the little lift and tint, like the bend and snap, the lift and tint, and
Love
also she
it.
waxed my eyebrows, and so I literally just came from that where I'm like, dude, it was
I
just an
feel
hour.
rejuvenated.
Literally an hour where I could listen to, like, smooth jazz because she has smooth jazz on, we're just chit-chatting, and Laura's like, "I fucking hate it," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Well, how often do you have to go for the lift and tint?
Well,
So,
I
like
literally went for the first time since prep.
okay. Well, I didn't know what, like, the well, like, I feel like you can get away with that, like, when so the thing is if I have some eyelashes fall out, I can glue them back on. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not walking around until I can get an appointment with, like, 3
right.
lashes. And I happen to be a stomach sleeper, so they fall out
Me too.
frequently.
Oh, no, I'm on my back and my sides, so I feel like these, like, since I try to take good care of them, I'm not, like, with my, like, face wash routine that, like, they'll last, like, probably 3 weeks, and that's maybe a little generous, but, I mean, it is what it is, like, it was I don't do these necessarily, like, all the time, but I was thinking about maybe doing, like, falsies and doing, like, a volume set. I know that's a little bit more expensive, and you obviously
Ooh.
have to do upkeep, but I'm like,
They're fun.
they're fun, and it's like, I don't do anything fucking else other than my hair. It's like, I refuse to do my nails because, like, I don't know how to function unless I have farmer's hands. So Mina, you're a better woman than I.
I don't know about that, but, I also found a nail tech I like, so it's like going in yapping with a friend.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, Imma put
See,
these away.
I
I
love
feel
If
like
that.
that
I'm the girl that, like, likes looking like a girl, but hates actually being a girl. Like, I don't love any of the girly things. I don't like the nails, the hair, the this, and that. I hate it all. Don't like going, but I do it because it makes you feel good about yourself, but the actual process itself, fuck that.
Dude,
I feel
that's
like extend go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I can relate, but also I can't relate because I told Austin, I was like, "Here's my inspo picture, and it's my buddy Alan." It's like, I kinda wanna look like a man from, like, neck down, but, like okay, I guess, like, tits
Careful what you say.
down. Like, it's like, I want everything, like, here up, I want it to look like a female, but, like, my delts, if I get, like, a chest split, like, I don't care if I look like a dude, right? Because like, I am digging my muscle mommy energy like Eric's digging it, so I'm here for this experience, but like Laura, I'm like getting my hair done, I have to drive downtown. I know first world problems, but then it's the upkeep. I have to like move up my extensions, like eyelashes. Who knows how well I'll keep with these? But like the idea of like hot girl fees, I'm just like, yeah, but like I could do almost anything else instead.
Yeah.
That's why I went a good, like, 14, 15 weeks without getting my hair done because of the energy of having to drive, get it done, sit there, and, like,
Mhm.
I like the girl who does my hair, so, like, that's not an issue, it's just, like it was, like, an all-day experience.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, that's more so it, and, like, I think my mind starts going like, "I should be doing this, and I should be doing that, and I should be doing this, and I could be doing this."
Mhm.
Exactly. But I do feel like the hot girl energy if I didn't have hair extensions, I would have to, like, do something to my hair to make it look like I'm, like, feeling, like, feminine and girly because I have very curly hair too. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta, like, do all the mousse and all the diffuse, and this just lets me blow dry it. I sleep in a braid, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing anything else. Sometimes I'll curl the front pieces, but not often.
Right. No, I got you, I got you. I know I need to, like, kinda dry my hair because I got a little wet from the torrential downpour that we're experiencing in Charleston right now, but
Right. Mm.
as far as, like, getting my hair done or, like, going to, like, a dry bar, like, that's a big thing down in the South, it's like going to a dry bar, and I'm like,
You
"Yeah."
ever looked at how much it costs to get a blowout with extensions?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Y'all have daddy money, and I love that for you, but I don't have." I mean, I have daddy money, I have growth hormone money, and, like, let's be honest, that's way more important to me than, like, my hair looking like
Ba ba boom. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's good for yourself.
Yeah.
Are the bangs new?
Yeah, I got them, like, 4 or 5 episodes ago, but I normally have my hair up in a bun.
Yeah,
So I actually did get, like, the wolf cut, but I don't like my hair down when I have my headphones on because I feel like it just
it's
goes
cute.
but thank you, yes, I do have bangs.
It's giving, like, streamer. I like it a lot. I
Streamer?
really like it on you.
Thank
Like
you.
like you're about to, like, upload something on Twitch and all the muscle
Eric wants me to
worshipers.
be, a titty streamer because I can, like, push up the titties, I can, like, get, like, different headphones on and just be
Like,
like,
with the little cat ears.
Yes,
I feel
exactly,
like that's very up your alley. You just
it
need to learn how
could
to play a
be.
video game.
I mean, I
Wait,
know
you
how to
play video games.
yeah, girl, I used to be fucking fat. A girl knows how to eat, and a girl knows how to fucking play Halo. But truly, I just like shocker, I have a very addictive personality. So like the RPGs, MMOs, like, dude, I will like you won't see me. Like, I won't be able to hold down my job. I'll just be fucking gaming, you know what I'm saying? Because like I would be sun up to sundown on RuneScape grinding away like trying to earn these levels because I love making progress where it's like, I'm like 4 Mountain Dews, 6 bagels in, and I'm like, oh, I haven't like taken a piss since like 2 p.m. So like, no, we can't go back there. I'm sorry. I love muscles too much. That's my new addiction is growing muscle.
Not a bad addiction.
No,
You
could be
guys, I
worse.
found out that my aunt, who is not a bodybuilder, listens to this podcast. So,
What's her name?
Susan.
Hi,
Hi,
Aunt Susan.
Susan.
Hi, Susan. Um, because I was like, I wish that you guys could know her because we were like at like a family gathering and she was asking my thoughts on GLPs. And I'm like, okay, well, like I've used them. And she was like, and you inject that? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, and you're used to that. And I'm like,
We're
Where are
fishing
we
here.
going with this, Aunt Susan?
how you know that? And she's like, so I listen to that podcast sometimes. She is a scientist, so like I think she might find that side of it very interesting.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm like, okay, so my whole family knows I do steroids. Cool, 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 cool.
It could be
Um,
worse. It could be like heroin or cocaine or something like that.
she's super cool though. And then my cousin and his wife, they're like remodeling a home and to be a hobbit hole. I'm like, I haven't had like the opportunity to spend much time with his wife, and I'm like, I love
So when
you.
so when can I come over?
Truly,
You.
it's since Um, so are you familiar with like the plot of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings? You know the
N
house that the little short people with big feet live in with the round doors?
No, I've never seen Lord
Okay.
of the Rings. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm always the disappointed. I'm sorry.
I'm over here like,
good, yeah. Well, and like,
Look it up.
"Oh
so we
my
were walking
god."
around my grandma's house and they were like picking out items and they really wanted this cuckoo clock and they were like, well, do you want the cuckoo clock? I'm like, no, please make your house look as Hobbit-esque as possible
Mhm.
and I will be there soon. Very cute, very excited for that. But
Love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
okay. I see.
Laura, make sure Google safe search is on when you search hobbit holes because I promise you, mine gets it. That can go south very quickly.
I don't know. It's showing the right thing, I think.
No, trust me, Laura, you
Yes.
would know if it was showing you the other hobbit
Okay.
holes.
Very, very cute, like earthy tones,
Mhm,
cozy. They like
mhm.
took a rocking chair with them too. I'm like helping them like decorate. I'm like, "Ooh, take that, take that." And they're like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "I don't have room. Sorry, there's no room at the inn here."
Truly,
Ugh.
truly. Oh my god.
Um,
Mina, we need a prep update.
um, so I have officially completed 1 week of prep. I'm down a few pounds. Very quickly. I was like, okay, cool. The metabol. I'm not trying to be dramatic. The second day after my food was dropped, my stomach has been like growling, and I was
Mm,
like, yay metabolism, but also this was the first. Like usually prep just feels like that like seamless integration. This my body was like, no, bitch, we're hungry right now, expeditiously. I'm like, okay, cool, cool.
mm,
Um, I am excited about this starting point though, because it is definitely the best I've ever looked. It's the heaviest I've ever started a prep, which like when you're trying to grow, that's the point, right?
mhm.
Um, but I feel like I have like the best shape. So I'm
Yeah,
excited. I'm excited to see it all come together. I'm a little nervous though. Um,
Right.
well,
Well, just yeah, because it's your debut. I'm like, you've done this a million
well,
times, but yeah.
I've
mhm,
done not at this level, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't super competitive. So like I literally couldn't have done any better than I already did. So like,
mhm,
the goal is to go and win, but the probability of me winning my pro debut, especially at a show like the Chicago Pro, mm, you
When
know,
is that?
we're July 17th.
Okay.
ooh,
You do long
September.
preps.
Yeah. So 20 weeks
Mm.
today or 20 weeks this weekend.
I guess that's not.
Um Well, like, my last 2 preps have been 24 and 29, usually because I'll hit, like, a stall. Like, getting lean
Mhm,
is not the easiest feat for me. Like, I am a
yeah,
natural fat person. So, the last 2 preps, I hit a, like, pretty long stall at 157 and just, like, stayed there for I think it was upwards of, like, 8 weeks. Body
mhm,
was recomping, but, like, at a certain point, we need to see the scale move.
mhm.
So just a little bit of cushion time there, but, um,
I feel like
we'll
it's
see.
always you're one way or the other. You either lose weight really easy or you gain muscle really easy. There's never the person. Oh, I
No,
guess
I
sometimes,
don't
but
know.
most of
I'll
the
be
time.
honest, I don't know what camp I fit into anymore. I really don't because, like, obviously, like, mine, I was, like, had the fat person genes, i.e., I just didn't put down my goddamn fork. And so for a while, I thought I was such a hard gainer, of muscle, but then I was like, "Okay," but then I did all of the fucking eating disorder bullshit, exercise compensation, where you're doing, like, fucking burpees between your rest sets while you're training, exercising, whatever the fuck, and now I'm, like, in such a good groove of, like, gaining muscle that, yeah, I'm not dick skin lean, but, like, I'm not, like, a Plumposaurus rex either, so truly, I'm like, I don't know what category I fit into, and, like, quite frankly, like, it doesn't matter to me anymore, but, like, I definitely remember there was a time when I was, like, deep, like, 2014, 2015 on, like, fucking bodybuilding.com being like, "Am I a mesomorph? Am I an ectomorph?" And I like, trying to, like, find why I couldn't grow muscle when in reality I wasn't eating enough, and I really honestly wasn't training hard. I was just, like, wasting energy doing, like, all the things that, like, all these, like, fitness influencers or gurus at the time told me to do, not progressively overloading in a fashion where I'm putting the maximum amount of tension on the muscles that I'm trying to grow. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I should circle let me, like, rephrase. I have a very adaptable metabolism,
Mhm,
which can be a great thing, but sometimes not so great. So, like, we pull food down, that becomes my baseline very quickly. So
mhm,
just you know, I kinda learned that about and I like having extra time. Like, if we gotta reverse into the show, we reverse into the show.
mhm,
I don't want to be the person that's like, "Well, let me go and, like, sit in the sauna for 4 hours. Let me do 4 hours of cardio just to try and get lean enough for this show date." Not my MO.
mhm.
And then I'm thinking just, like, with the amount of shows that I plan on doing, like, if I can just get there for the first one and, like, hold it, that'll be a much better experience than, like, I gotta keep getting leaner for each show.
Yeah.
If anything, I wanna try and, like, come in fuller to each show.
Yeah, 'cause I remember your nationals, you were, like, flat. Like, you kinda just came in, like, right, and isn't that what you were saying? Like, you came in, like,
Which one?
the one where you
The
won your credit view. You purposely kind of just, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because even when I'm flat, I still have, like, nice roundness to my muscle,
Mhm.
and I also didn't wanna be yoked on stage
Right.
next to I didn't wanna be the apple among oranges, which I'm interested to see if I'm still apple among oranges on the pro level, and I don't mean that in, like, a kinda way, I mean that in, like, I'm pretty I'm pretty fucking big, dude, like, Kristen, I don't know her last name, but she was 5th in the world in open bodybuilding, and she moved down to,
Yes, Christina.
Lana Christina. Um, I don't mean this like, I'm pretty sure my legs are bigger than hers. She, like, said I think she said her quads were, like, 25 inches, mine are 27 right now. Um, and then, like, I have a real life visual. I saw Olivia on stage next to, like, Tess. A lot Olivia was, like, a bigger wellness girl on stage in a good way. Love Olivia, my legs are a good bit, like, bigger, fuller than hers. She got that ass, but, like so I'm just interested. I'm still not trading quads, it's just the glutes over here, but whatever. I'll post small. I'll go and flatten if I need to. I'm excited to see how it all works out. To give you the long answer, I'm very excited.
Dude, I think we all are, and if you're not, you should be.
Yeah.
I think
And
too, a lot of the just thinking about what you were just saying, a lot of the like top people you see are they're my height. They're shorter than you. So
Mhm,
like that's also gonna be a comparison difference too.
and it's like I think a lot of people think I'm shorter than I am
mhm.
because of the
Yeah.
density that I have.
Yeah.
Um, so it
How
might
tall is Olivia?
she's 5'6". No,
Oh,
five
so
five
wow.
and a half. She's
Okay.
also tall. So it's like when she came on stage, like Olivia had this like I don't know if you watched any of the like
Yes.
highlights. Like she just had this like presence because she was a little
Mhm,
bit taller and she was honestly one of the leanest ones on stage too. So
mhm.
Her
and
second show's
Justin,
really good.
her second show, I like cried watching her walk out.
Yeah.
Because she got that like first show jitters out of the way, which I know I'm gonna have too. I think. I would imagine so. But that, like, second show, she was, like, leaving it all on the table. She walked out, she's like, "I'm that bitch." And I'm like, "You are that bitch." Crying in the gym. I really like her in Pink too, so if she ever
Mm,
I did
competes
too.
again,
yeah.
I wanna see her do the Pink.
Yeah.
I love
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't
that.
feel like many people pull that off well. It looked really good on her.
Mm-mm.
she inspired she made me wanna do Pink. I'm like, I'm not going to, but,
It went with her
um,
coloring and all of that. Like it just looked good.
with her, like, natural skin tone, hair color, loved it.
Mhm.
You know, she, she's Irish. Fun fact.
Interesting. Doesn't look it.
Our
Mm-mm.
first time meeting, I'm like or second time, I'm like, "So what's your nationality?" And she was like, Irish, Swedish." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" Um,
You might wanna double check on 20 was it 23andMe? Like, just double
yeah.
check.
And she was like, "Well, I didn't do a kit, but my sister did." And that's what my sister
Mhm.
said. And I'm like, "Y'all got the same dad?" Um, I've never seen her sister, but, like, she just, like, her complexion and hair texture, I was like, "I was really expecting you to tell me
I was expecting, like, Italian, like the Mediterranean just 'cause
Mediterranean
yeah, with her, like, skin color.
or Greek."
Yeah, mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
that's funny. Well, my brother, you would think that. My brother is friggin' redhead, pale as can be, and blue eyes and freckles.
Right.
So,
Well, that
yeah.
was Eric, because Eric had, red hair, and he even has, like, red flakes
Really?
in his beard, so he's, like, strong Irish. Me, I'm also Irish, and I'm like, I know, like, this is fake, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still, like, I tan super well, like, potatoes are meh, like, I just, like, don't have like, I don't drink, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't have, like, any characteristics of Irish other than, like, being a hard ass motherfucker, which I do take pride in. But no, I feel like it's one of those things where you're just like everyone's so like mixed and jumbled where it's like I'd be very curious, especially when it comes to like sperm meets egg, like which one is like really Irish and which one's kind of like I don't really identify. I'm more like, Greek, because I feel like that's what happened with Olivia. She got that Greek
for
egg.
Just get the Greek egg. Um, yeah. But are you in prep, Laura?
No.
Or like, did I misread a post? I know you're like growing, but like, are you like 15 weeks out right now? Or did I misread that?
17.
Mm.
But I'm not
So
dieting.
yeah, but like you'll get lean in like 3 business days.
Ah,
That's awesome.
fact.
So like
Yeah, I've gained 8 pounds in 8 weeks. So that's pretty good for me.
I saw
Mhm.
your updates today. You look good.
Thank
Yeah.
I'm
you.
excited for you, especially with the direction where I think wellness is definitely like shape over like gargantuan size. So
Mhm.
I just wish my fucking quads would like respond the way that they need to. Because then I feel like I would, at least in the masters, like do pretty well from like a shape, stance, conditioning, all of the things. But it fucking kills me. And like, I've tried all the things. I've tried higher volume, lower volume, changing exercises, doing less. I think really the biggest thing is just I'm on my feet so fucking much, and there's no way of my avoiding that. And honestly, it's only gotten worse.
um,
Girl, got to make money
P-
though.
PMMA. I don't know. Have y'all not seen any of that? It's like the in Brazil where like they said that Natalia went, or like where Derek
Oh,
Oh,
Lunsford, like
yeah, like injections.
yeah.
Fuck it. I feel like in your quads, that'd be a weird one.
Well, you don't want like striated quads on stage in wellness, anyways. So I mean,
good.
Pump
you
these
didn't
puppies
hear it here
up.
first.
Mine is like, you didn't
And
hear it from me.
they're the, um,
Is that allowed? It's not cheating. I feel like it's
there's no rules in the IFBB.
that's true.
Like, if you could freaking butt funnel trend backstage and no one would say anything. Like,
I'm gonna start saying that, butt funneling. I'm gonna make a video on like, I don't know, something that no one's talking about. And like while y'all are butt funneling peptides, I'm gonna show you how to warm up your rotator cuff. And that's just gonna be like quoting Mina.
I'm quoting you when you were talking about like you said that
I've
you had
never
like
used
an
the phrase butt funneling. That is gold. I've always just said like shove it up your butt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's
You're
still,
like
but it's the imagery, dude. I'm thinking like, oh my god, like literally like butt
like
chugging.
like
Like what
in
we did in
college.
college, right? It's like God fucking
Oh,
bless.
Jesus.
Now I
Do
got the
not
imagery from when
do not give Ashley ideas. Just don't.
Give me all the
she's
ideas.
gonna put it on a
Let me
t-shirt.
misbehave.
Exactly.
Just like the silhouette of somebody bent over with a funnel behind them.
Truly, while y'all are butt funneling trend, listen what I have to say.
Well, Ash was butt funneling honey backstage, and that imagery sticks in my mind.
I mean, truly, I did, and like, I never wanted anything sweet ever again. I'm like, y'all can have your crumble cookie, whatever the fuck. I just want broccoli and chicken because that was miserable. I mean, truly, that's what I had post show. I had blackberries, I had chicken, and I had broccoli, and I was just like one happy motherfucker.
I mean, there's only so many like rice cakes, honey, dates. Like, there's only so much you can take. As like someone with a chronic sweet tooth, I was there with you. I don't like a super sweet cookie though. Like, um, I like. Well, I don't know why I got in the trend of cookies. But Miss Baker over here, a little salty with my sweet, little flaky sea salt on top,
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
so that you can
Absolutely.
keep going.
That's why cookie cakes, I think, are some of the best birthday cakes because, like, the cookie cake base is usually a little extra salty, which is why it can handle the icing.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. But,
okay, I
um,
like this.
yeah. So we updated Mina. Mina's in prep and kicking it. Laura is 17 weeks out and still growing. Um,
Tentatively. Yeah.
Tentatively 17 weeks out, but still growing. Still growing for sure. Tentative 17 weeks out. Um, Austin was like on our Tuesday check-in was like, "You're getting new training." And when I tell you I had a temper tantrum, I was livid. And here's the thing you have to understand about Austin Stout. He doesn't do anything for novelty's sake. Like he wouldn't just give me a new training program because it was time to switch things up. Like I had been making wonderful progress on the fortitude style training that we had, and I loved it because I could go like fucking balls to the walls every fucking set, and I loved it so much. But as we look at how my body was responding to fortitude training, although very well, there were still areas that like I wanted to bring up and not bring up, i.e. my glutes, and in sake of like hamstrings and quads, adductors, delts, back, all the things. And so I got brand new training this week and it's going pretty well, but my quad day yesterday fucked me up. It was just like, it was a mix of my muscle rounds. It was a mix of tempo, like a 3-second negative on a heavy leg press, where like I thought I was giving myself an at home mammogram. It was just like, but let me tell you, I'm excited now that I got over like my emotions, but it was definitely like, one of those things where one, I'm a creature of habit and I'm like, don't fucking touch my shit. So when my shit gets fucking touched, I'm like, put that back. But it's fine. It's fine. We got over ourselves and we're making progress again. But I don't know how y'all feel about a new training program. If you find it exciting, but me, I'm like, get out of there. Leave it alone.
I like at times I do like a new training. So it's exciting, like the idea of it, but like the application, I don't like sucking at stuff. Like I will suck at something to become good at it, but every time I get a new training program, I feel like I don't know what to do with my hands.
Truly.
Like or like I have to go down like to ensure I'm like getting the form that I want, isolating the muscles that I want to isolate. I'm like, okay, here I am with my 20-pound dumbbell, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, so I can definitely understand it. The ideology of a new training program and the benefits that you'll get from it, love it.
Hmm.
Application, hate it.
Yeah. Like it's exciting until, like I said, you get in the gym because like really the first, if we're being honest, the first maybe even 3 weeks, depending upon like I would say your experience in the gym and like your gym age, like is literally just figuring out the mechanics, like the weights that you need to bring the desired intensity and intention to the muscle. And then like after that 3 week, 2, 3 week period, then you're finally like progressively overloading with like weight or reps. But like the first like 2 to 3 weeks, it's like I've never been inside a gym before. Like mine said, I don't know what to do with my hands because it's like it's a new exercise sequence, maybe a new warm up, like maybe you're fucking doing tempo shit, maybe it's a mixed bag. Like I did reclined leg extensions. I've never done that before, but like the way that I had the tension on like the medial part of my quad, I was like, holy mother Mary and Joseph. I have never felt that in my life. And it's just literally going from a seated position to like a lazy boy recliner position. But the way that that changed your fucking mechanics, I literally had to knock off like Mm, half. I think my top set of leg extension when I was doing the muscle round was like 150, and when I did the reclined, I had to go down to like 85 because I was like, "Holy shit, this is like a game changer." But it is one of those things where, yeah, like Mina said, it sucks to suck at it, but also when you suck at something, there's only room to go up.
Truly. Well, like the getting better at it is also cool too.
Mhm.
What about you, Laura? What is your juxtaposition on a new training program?
Honestly, I haven't had one in a really long time. More so like switching out exercises, rearranging order of operations, things like that. But like, I feel like I'm still in the position where most of my lower body needs to grow. Excuse me. I'm gonna
No, you're good. I'll take a hanky break. We'll just be gross together.
shut. Joey.
You're good. You're good. I swear to God, she needs to get like the Heine lick maneuver. Dude,
The
I hate
tiny
that.
lick.
Oh, you've never heard me say that? I feel like
No, I love
the
it.
Heine lick maneuver. So I have Heine lick for you and then butt funnel for me. Are we good?
Tiny lick. Yeah.
We good?
Oh wait,
I give Laura
you're not
CPR.
asking me.
Mina, you good? James, I
I'm
blew my
great.
nose. Mina needs to fart. I blew my nose. Laura almost died choking. It's fine. We're good.
Does that
Dude,
ever happen to you before?
yes, where
You
it's
feel
like,
like you swallow like a fucking air follicle or something,
yeah,
and then you're dying. Sorry.
yes. No, all good, dude. I got to blow my nose. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm done yet, but we'll do our best.
Well, put it this way, it's like, Laura, how do you feel? Well, Laura died when she got a new training program, so that's how she feels about it. She fucking hates it.
So yeah, I was like, what was I even saying? I don't remember. Oh, I was just saying in general, my lower body still needs to be bigger, and most of the things I'm doing are like your traditional accessory stuff and your meat and potato compounds.
Mhm.
I haven't really needed to, honestly, since I've started wellness.
Yeah,
Only thing
yeah,
that's changed
Valid.
is my upper body is no longer allowed. We don't want
right.
Welcome.
I think it'd be good to, like, talk about, like, why you get a new training program, 'cause I think sometimes clients might be like, "Oh, I'm on the same training program for like, over 4 months. Like, is this normal? Like, can we switch things up?" And it's like, if you're still progressing and making good progress in your physique and your activation, you don't need a new training program for the sake of novelty, right? And it could be something as simple like Laura said, like keeping the same exercises and making the order sequence different, right? Because for the divisions of, like, bikini and wellness, like, surprise, you're gonna be training legs a lot, right? But if you're getting so strong in a certain movement, but maybe it's not producing the muscle growth that ideally we wanna see in a physique, like, there could be compensations that your body's happening, or you're just, like, getting really efficient in this movement pattern. But again, if it's not producing hypertrophy, which is the goal as a bodybuilder, then it's like, then maybe we need to go back to the drawing board and switch things up for the sake of physique progression, right? But not necessarily because, "Hey, coach, I'm bored." It's like, why are we bored of making progress? Like, why are we bored of, like, going into the gym and moving our body in a way that is, like, such a blessing, right? Because like, bodybuilding is a very expensive sport, and, like, I understand, like, as human beings, we tend to get bored, but, like, not everything needs to be like a party either, you know what I'm saying? And, like, getting better is a joy and a gift. So let's, like, maybe change our mindset around rather than just changing our training.
I think it depends too on what the, like, client's goal is.
Mhm,
If it's a competitor, I'm gonna be a little bit more hardo about, that we're doing this for a purpose and whatever. If it's somebody that's more of a lifestyle client, I will change things if I'm getting bored because truthfully, when someone that's not as committed, as dedicated to it and starts saying, "I'm getting bored," is when they check out because then they won't go to the gym or they won't do what you're telling them. So kind of finding that happy medium that, like,
mhm.
still keeps them motivated because the discipline isn't always as instinctual for them.
Sure, and that's why I was speaking specifically for, like, bikini and wellness, like, i.e. the competitive realm, because, like, obviously for lifestyle, like, the win is getting in the gym, and how can we keep them in the gym still? How can we, do that longevity? Which is why it's like, yes, like, obviously, we don't wanna think of the gym just as, like, we think of, like, scrolling through TikTok for entertainment purposes only. We have a goal to achieve, but the goal to achieve in this case isn't stepping on stage, it's, stepping into their later years as an adult.
I can't wait to train like Olivia's doing now that she's doing, like, some, like, wellness still training, but then, like, also, like, fucking around and having fun. I miss that.
And and yesterday we trained at the same time, but she did like a conditioning workout first where she was like jumping rope, doing the ski erg, ball throws. And I was like, that looks kind of fun. Like, it looks like a good time. And then she did a little bit of upper body afterwards. And I was like, wow, she's still stronger than me. I'm like, that looks nice. She's still stronger than me though. And I'm like, come on, man. She's on, like, super I don't hope she's okay with I'm sure she'd be okay with me sharing this. She's trying to have a baby, so
Mhm,
she's, like, super natty plus.
mhm, mhm,
And we did a glute day, and I'm, like, feeling good because like, she writes my training, I'm like, "And there's no way that, like, I'm not able to keep up with her." She go to do, like, the good mornings on the reverse hack. I'm like, "I'm up to 5 plates, like, we're gonna keep up with each other."
She's like, "Okay."
She puts a 6th one on. I'm like, "Cool. I love it." It definitely pushes me. She's so strong, and I think some of that's, like, her powerlifting background, but
Yes.
Well, that and, like, muscle density too, not saying that mine is, like, doesn't have density, because let me tell y'all, she got density. But I feel like some people are no, I'm not saying that Mina thinks this, but, like, people on Instagram where they're like, some jackass commented because on one of my posts where I was like 60% diet, 40% training, like, "My brother in Christ, your results are not ground beef, like, just fucking do both of them," and he was like, "Don't forget about the steroids," and I was like, "Wow, you have one brain cell." But, like, coming off gear doesn't mean you lose all your gains. You
no.
know what I'm saying? Like, even if, like, coming off of, like, HRT, now there be, like, a time period where you feel a little bit weaker? Absolutely, but, like, steroids are not the reason why your muscle hangs on for dear life. It's your training and your nutrition, right? Like, that's, like, the big driver, which is why it's like when we look at, like, what causes hypertrophy, those are our anchors. And that's why, like, we try to stay natural as long as possible and then milk TRT for as long as possible for, like, doing actual cycles, because you will gain a lot from a little just by having those in play. But I feel like that's something where it's misconception where people are like, "Oh, it's just the steroids." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Got it. I'm glad you
But
touched on that because,
mhm,
like, certainly not. Um, but sometimes I like to think that like I'm the first person to be like, yes, they can be. I hate they're not a magic pill if you're not doing the work, but if you're putting
mhm,
in the work and you add on an anabolic on top of it, your recovery is going to be higher. Your
mhm.
strength is certainly going to be higher. So I thought I was gonna be able to keep up, but I digress. She
Mina,
is.
you can train with me, and I'll make you feel like a big, strong mommy.
I'm not like. Yes, I am strong, but sometimes I would expect for the size that I have, and I do like not too. I have really nice density. Sometimes I would expect me to be a little bit stronger than I am. Because like
Listen,
I'll get
it doesn't always equate the right thing that you want it to, because I feel like I'm the opposite.
well, that's like I'll have a bikini girl. She's been my client for a couple years. She'll send like training feedback videos, and I'm like, how do you weigh 60 pounds less than I do, but you're like nearly as strong as I am and you're executing that beautifully? Love that for you. um, and I think that kind of the camp that you fall under, Laura. You're
Oh,
strong as
yeah.
shit too.
I feel
I've
like I
seen your
probably should
videos.
have been a power lifter instead. Because
Never
that's
too
my
late.
weight class too. No, fuck that. My back, if my back wasn't wrecked, honestly, I would consider it.
Mm,
Just carry all your numbers with your bench.
I was gonna say, unless I can change the exercises. If we're gonna do like hip thrust, dumbbell RDLs, and a reverse lunge, like sign me up.
mhm.
What if we had like a wellness girls powerlifting meet? Like who can hip
There we
thrust the most?
go.
There you
Ooh,
go.
That is an
yes,
exercise I'm pretty good at.
yes.
Yeah.
I
That
like this idea. Um, I feel like we should definitely like do a meetup at some point
that would be
when
cool.
we're all done. Like when I'm done competing for the season, when you're done competing, Laura. Ash
Listen to
said
me.
she's not getting on
I'll still
stage till
be
she's
hitting,
70.
uh
What is your
probably
lineup?
80 at this point.
I, we'll see. I feel like you're gonna get to a point and be like, damn, I did put on a lot of muscle. Let's see what's up. But
I mean, buy my baked goods so I can buy more growth hormone so I can get big, right? Bigger, quicker. No, I'm kidding. Support my business though, because I love baking. But it is something where I'm like, I just want to be big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm never gonna like get to like an Olympia level. That's not my goal. My goal is just to be as big as possible. And like, I'm not like Delulu where I know that I can't keep growing like this forever because at some point either digestion's gonna go or insulin sensitivity is gonna be a little iffy, right? So I know I will have to cut down. And it's like, Eric and I will be celebrating 10 years next year. And it's like, I would like to be a little bit leaner and, like, truthfully, like, I was planning on going to a seamstress in Charleston. She's, like, really well known where she'll, like, take a dress and completely transform it. So I was gonna, like, take my wedding dress to her and get it, like,
Oh, cool.
updated
Cool.
and to
yeah.
fit me because 'cause I'm a little bit, bigger now, both in the bust and the back. But, like, have it again updated where it's not this grand ball gown where it's like it only fucking makes sense to wear when you're married, but, like, I was thinking it would be nice to, like, renew our vows or whatever, and I don't wanna be like a fucking porker for that. I wanna be, like, a little bit leaner. So, it's one of those things where I am just kind of, like, in that life mode where I'm still gonna be eating and training and doing all, like, the off-season bodybuilder things, but if I get a itch that a butt funnel isn't gonna scratch, sure, I'll talk to Austin about competing, but, if I ever do, I will just be so fucking stoked that I won't be in fucking high heels. God bless. God bless
You
that
wouldn't
because
would you consider doing figure?
no, no.
Why?
Why would I? I don't wanna be figure. I wanna be like WPT, WBB. Like, I
Mm,
wanna do a routine with no heels. Like, figure's not my goal, and, like, figure's beautiful, but, like, for my purposes, it's too small. Like, I don't wanna be that size. I wanna be bigger than that,
okay.
right? Nah.
And like I think maybe for the average viewer, someone who's not like, yes, these figure girls are they're large, but, like, I hope this doesn't come across disrespectful. I think your pro bikini competitor and your pro figure competitor, the margin of difference in the lower body is not that much. Just the conditioning is a little bit more. Like, and I'm not talking about your local regional show, but I'm talking about if you
Mhm.
put a pro bikini competitor in a lat spread or whatever a figure person calls their front pose and a figure pro, um, I don't think it's that different. I could be like,
It
it
depends.
is it depends on the individual, and the density and the thickness and of the back is a
Mhm.
lot more in your your competitor, but as far as, like, the actual some of the bikini girls got lats and delts,
They do.
like,
Truly.
and I'm really more so speaking on the legs, than anything.
I
Um,
Right.
think you'd see a bigger differential for short figure competitors versus tall figure in bikini.
right.
The short figure competitor is gonna be fucking round.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, like, Tessa versus Marie I don't know if you even know who either of those are, but, like, they're about the same size. Maria Acosta, she got, like, 4th at the Arnold, like, top 10 at the Olympia, and then Tessa, she was top 9. 2 completely different beasts, right?
Right.
Which division is
Um,
it?
Maria's in bikini and, Tessa's figure.
Gotcha.
So,
I don't know who they are.
like,
Yeah.
that is a different look. Um,
And that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't wanna be when I say small like figure, I'm not saying fucking figure small. I am saying I want to be big. Like, if I could carry 185, I will carry 185. That's why also I'm not doing it for competitive aspects because, like, I'm doing this for me and not to win because that's just not my thing, and plus, like, as much as I love figure, I don't wanna compete in figure. Like, it doesn't do anything for me because I don't want to just do those, like, quarter turns. I want to pose. I want to have a routine. I want to do the splits. So I'm, like,
You better be
slowly
stretching there.
you would be surprised how limber I'm actually starting to get. But yeah,
Nice.
that's the thing is like I want to do a routine because I don't have a background in like dance or anything like that, but I know that's where I suck. And I want to see if I can get better being like a little lighter on my feet. Like not obviously to the point of Ashley Jones in terms of like femininity, muscularity, and all the things, but like if I can embody Ashley Jones in a way that makes sense for Ashley Markham, I would love to do that. But it's not about winning for me. It's just about like training and being big. And if that aligns where it makes sense to do a show and I have the finances and I have the want to do that, then that's what I'll do. Right. But as far as like doing figure, it's just not where my heart's at.
That's right.
I feel like I have to blow my nose again. Are we good? I
and I
think we're
hope
good.
nobody takes
Go
she
ahead.
sucked it up. I hope nobody takes offense to my comment of, like, I'm not certainly not calling figure small, I'm just saying bikini is
No.
also not small. It in the realm of, like, figure is a smaller division relative to, like, that WPD, WBB. Like, the margin of difference between figure and WPD is, I would say, pretty vast. I would say
Hmm.
it's a larger margin than maybe bikini to figure, and that's just my personal opinion, especially for a girl who's taller like you. Um, but I hope nobody finds that offensive.
I don't think so, because it's not like we're saying figures fucking sucks, because it's not. Figure's beautiful. Like, figure, if anything, is kind of like one of the most exciting divisions right now because, like, especially as far as like the Arnold and or excuse me, as far as the Olympia is concerned, like there could be like a new, Miss Olympia being crowned this year, right? It's like, no one's necessarily like locked in for figure. And that's why I think it's kind of like I said, the most exciting. I know bodybuilding's also exciting because they kind of been trading around. But I'd be very curious to see if figure, especially if they have like another like repeat or if someone else is going to step up to the plate. So no, I don't think it's offensive. And if it is, I mean, it's your
Second.
opinion.
Oh, love you.
Love you.
You meant that.
Here's a butt funnel.
End the podcast there. Um,
And boom.
I'm excited. Are you guys watching the Arnold? It's free.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, I love watching the Arnold because it's free.
Why is the Olympia $90? I mean, I guess that's cheaper than a ticket. But I will be watching. I know wellness probably goes on around 1, so I may have it on my phone, like, in the corner. The
Mhm.
wellness lineup is pretty thick. Like, number 3 in the world, number 4 in the world, Alexis is doing like, there's a lot of really, really good girls coming up to bat, so I'm excited to see who takes that. And I feel like generally in all the divisions I'm trying to, like, not leave one out here. Like, it's an exciting time in bodybuilding. Anybody could be Wellness Olympia. Anybody could be Bikini Olympia, especially, like, with last year with Maureen. Respect like, she was nobody, like, hit the nail on the head when it came to bikini. Um, Classic, Mike and Dino, they're just switching back and forth. Open, we
Mhm.
know that's a whole roundabout. It's an exciting time in bodybuilding. That's why I am very excited to watch the Arnold. I do wish they had all women's divisions, though. I'll stand on that until the day I die. But, it's Arnold's show. He can
Yeah.
do whatever he wants.
Truly. But also that's why it's like, going back to like why I don't want to do figure is like because there aren't many women that actually want to get big and do like the bigger divisions. Like those divisions are like sadly kind of like dying out and I hate that because like they're beautiful. But obviously society's terms of beautiful isn't necessarily a big muscly woman. Respectfully, I disagree. And to minus point, fuck you if you don't. No jokes, but it's something where it's like I just want to see women like embrace femininity and also have muscle because the two like they're not what am I saying? They're not like opposite. Like you can have muscle and be feminine and be beautiful. And I want to see more women like want to get that big and respect those visions and not have like, how what was the ratio between like fit model bikini shows versus like WBB, WPD? Like it's like astronomically like
I, kn-
imbalanced.
I know there's like 80 bikini shows. I don't know how many fit model. And I don't know, like, I thought women's open bodybuilding was like 7
Yeah.
or 11. Yeah. It's pretty, like, I mean, it's a lot of money for a promoter to sanction the show, like, a
Hmm.
division, and if they only have 3 people show up, like, I get why it's dying out.
Yeah.
Um, and I do like your point that I think the word you were looking for was mutually exclusive, like,
Yes.
femininity and muscularity are not
Yes.
mutually exclusive. Um, I love those divisions too,
Hmm.
and I would like to see them continue to flourish.
Hmm.
So, I love that you are embracing your big bitch side.
Trying
I'm
to.
so tired of not training upper body. We'll fuck around and find out. Um, and that's the I don't want it to be the reason why I haven't done women's physique is because it would take me another like 3 to 5 years to get my upper body where it needs to go. I'm getting old. I think it's a beautiful division. I love like old is a relative term, but like I've been in the sport for a long time. And at
Mhm.
some point I'm going to want to you know, do some conditioning, maybe train my upper body, like not be a weak ass bitch. I strained my shoulder bicep tendon picking up a dumbbell to go do some step ups. I'm like, this is getting a little out of hand. Um,
Literally,
I'm
almost lost my hand.
truly, um, where was I going with that? I think the division is beautiful, and the reason why I know I would crush women's physique, but it would take me a long time to get there, and that's really the only reason why I haven't stepped up to that plate.
Yeah.
So, but we'll
Yeah.
see. Maybe
Yeah.
masters women's physique
Dude, there you
because
go,
I
Mina. You and me can do masters WPD because by the time you're masters, I might be able to like have a decent enough physique where I can kind of hang. Not as a pro though, so maybe you can like not renew your pro membership and like come back down to like the amateurs,
do
and you
that.
and I do a show together, a WPT show.
Well, also, there's this itch in me that I want to scratch. And how big could I get my legs if I actually trained them? Because all I'm doing is glutes. I don't
Hmm.
have a singular quad day. Yes, I've used them a little bit, accessory wise and step ups and leg press, but it's a high and wide leg press. It's not you know what I mean? I want to
Hmm.
how big could we go? Because Garrett's legs are only 2 inches bigger than mine, and he is 5'11 and a half, and a pretty dang good classic competitor. I'm like,
Hmm.
could I just be out here like Andrea, Andrea? I don't know how you pronounce her name. Shaw. Could
Truly.
be.
I think it's tough Sam when you say that because she's the same way. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm not fitting in the division. I'm just gonna get big."
Mhm.
Her like
And that's what
black.
I'm saying. I want more women that are like, I just want to be big. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Right? Like I love that 'cause that's like the ultimate fucking like fuck you to society. It's like I just want to be big. Like I don't
I think,
care.
and I hope I'm not saying the wrong thing by saying this either. This is just like freely speaking. I think the bigger issue society, and this is just kind of opinion too, you see a lot of judgment for viralization more than the actual physique itself.
True. But like my thing is like also it's like I was on way more stuff in prep than I am now. Way more in terms of like both anabolics and then serums and all the other bullshit to get that lean. And it's like you can definitely do it in a way where like you're not totally turning into like a total dude, but like yeah, opposite like that size comes with higher risk and higher potential. Like absolutely. If for me, where that line is drawn is like specific to my femininity protection. And if there was a need where in order to get even bigger required even more, and I started to have those like secondary side effects, then there is that pin, right? When I say I want to get as big as I could possibly get, that does not mean I want to get as big as I possibly can, no matter the stakes. It's
Exactly.
respecting that femininity where it's like, dude, if my fucking clit gets bigger than Eric's dick, no, no, that's nasty. For me, that's nasty, right? And it's like, obviously, if my voice gets deep, deeper than the women in my family already have, like, no, not really. If I start going bald, I know mine and I are like anti-bald. But it's like if I start to like lose hair, like no, like that's not worth it to me. Like muscles are not worth that sacrifice. And that's the line in the sand that every female has to draw.
And I think that should honestly be a little bit more talked about too, from a stance of like how you feel now, especially
Mhm,
for younger girls, it's going to fucking change, I promise.
mhm.
Because I've seen it a lot, girls being like, I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. I'm like, but you will care when you're no
Yep.
longer building and you meet the guy you are obsessed with that wasn't a bodybuilder, that is like, what the fuck is this?
When you say this, are you talking like which parts
Woo!
are you talking? I had a dream. Like, I'm so glad it was a dream. I had a dream my clip was like this long, guys. And I
That's
was
impressive.
like,
She
Break out the
wakes up.
ruler. And she like
I
opens her legs down there and be like, oh, we're still good.
no, truly. Because like I don't want to speak too freely here, but like I think to a certain extent when time exposure, like more women, there's gonna be like a little bit of swelling. That swelling should go down for the most
Mhm.
part once you come off of whatever,
Yeah.
substance you're taking. But like that's also a hard line in the sand for me. Like I don't want like Thumbelina in my shorts. And if I gotta if I gotta put it like one side or the other of my jeans,
Truly.
that's
Truly.
when we start to have an issue. But everybody's line is gonna be different, and I like your
Mhm.
point of young girls, because like, when I was 20, I was like, "Fuck it, we boss. Like, if I die, I
Yeah.
die." And now I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, like, I kinda wanna live." I have
I
I
want to live.
I have things to live for, and I can, like, see the other side, like, of bite. I'm like, "Okay, so, like, if I have a few chin hairs I need to pluck, laser hair removal. But I don't want my, like, voice to be deeper than it needs to be, vocal range not included, because I can go very, very deep. Um,
Insane. It's insane, you
Also, the
guys.
upper
I can go
range,
high too. So,
Mhm.
very impressive.
honestly, I was surprised. Um, where was I going with this? But, like, I think having a good coach to help you mitigate those things too, because there's a
Mhm.
lot of, like, I I work with a lot of young girls, and they're like, "Whatever." I'm like, "Not
Mm,
whatever."
yeah.
I'm like, I'll make the decision for you." And I just kinda have, like, unless you can most girls I work with, I always make them do a show naturally first. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Let's see if you like it before you
Mhm.
start, like, making these life-changing decisions."
Yep.
It's like we said in the past, like, no, taking anabolics doesn't immediately equate to, like, infertility, but
Mhm.
there I think there is, like, there's risks involved. So, like, if your frontal cortex isn't developed, we're gonna take things slowly, and I'll be making some decisions for you as your elder Gen Z who has made a lot of mistakes in the past.
You also as like a coach too, like, and this is again how I feel. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like, I don't want girls that I'm coaching to have these like, voice changes, face changes, this and that. Oh, who's your coach? Oh, it's Laura. Oh, she did that to you?
Right, like, your
That.
reputation,
No,
like
thank
Laura
you.
the fucking viralizer, you sound like a
No.
fucking, like right, like,
Alright.
literally, it's what I was thinking, but, like, yeah, like, your reputation as well, but, like, also, like, I don't know, I know this is me being Miss America, but, like, I don't wanna be responsible for that, like, my soul, like, I wanna sleep at night, you know what I'm
No,
saying? Like,
that's yeah.
yeah, it's like, I don't wanna be responsible for that, when
Because
that's not their
eventually they
goal.
will be upset that it happened
Oh, yeah.
again.
100%. 100%. No, this is a damn good discussion. Ladies, happy National Protein Day. So, as the bodybuilders that we all are, what is your favorite bodybuilding protein source? And when I mean bodybuilding, I mean something that you would eat every single day, like staple in your meal plan. So, like, no filet mignon, because like,
I like chicken thighs a lot, but they have to be grilled.
ooh,
Yeah, that's
Chicken
my
thigh is a good one.
that's a
yeah.
good one. Mina, what about you?
I really like a flank steak or a sirloin. I'll
Okay,
flip-flop between the 2.
okay.
I love red meat.
Hmm. So my answer probably changes depending upon what mood I'm in, but lately I've been bucking, bucking with the blue eggs from Costco.
Hmm.
It is like eating custard. And I'm someone that I like the runny egg yolk, so I do like sunny side up, and it's like literally custard. So freaking good.
Blue eggs,
Mhm.
like, they're blue from the chicken?
Mhm.
What's the
Yeah, no,
difference in the
no,
taste,
the
though?
Costco workers are like back there like Easter eggs, like dyeing each one blue.
Look, I didn't know if it was like
Early, but we're ahead of the game.
Yes, Costco's already getting ready for Easter. No, they're these heritage blue eggs, and, like, when I, like, pop open the yolk, they look like the color of baby carrots. Like, it is
mm,
so deep orange where it's like
Do
you
they
almost
taste different though? Like,
dude,
from,
it's
like,
like
an
there's
outside?
the way that I describe them is velvety. They are so rich and velvety because of these type of chickens, how the chickens are treated. Like, when these chickens are, like, passing this motherfucker out of their booty hole that like the chickens are happy. The chickens are loved and respected. They're cared for. They get chin pets. They get like sirloin steak for dinner. Like these chickens are so well treated that these happy little fucking blue eggs make me happy. These are these Costco eggs.
and they're worth it too, because I actually ain't gonna spend extra money on something that's unneeded.
Mm-mm.
So
And I
you
put them
you
in my
sold me.
baked goods. So Garrett knows. Like the reason why my shit's so good is everything is from Costco, organic, pasture raised. Like we use that Kerrygold butter, like high quality ingredients for high quality baked goods. And it makes a difference, I swear to God.
I'm gonna try the
Definitely.
blue eggs. I
Hmm.
wonder if I can get them at a regular grocery store because we don't have a Costco membership. Working
They
on
do
it.
have them at Trader Joe's.
Okay.
If that's near you or not, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Are they like are they like a large egg still?
No.
Yes. Mine are.
Maybe not. The ones at Trader Joe's are more like a medium size egg.
Whatever.
Speaking of
I'll make
eggs,
one.
why are we eating quail eggs? They look like talk about Thumbelina. They're this big. Like I get that it's cute that they're small, but like who is eating quail eggs? Like
Michelin star. It's like a little topper, probably.
but, like,
Really?
sell them at, like, the grocery store for, like, $15 per goddamn egg, it seems like, and I'm like, I'm sure they're good, but, like,
They're
not
delicacy.
Well, it's on like, probably like a hors d'oeuvre, like a single bite type thing where you want the like egg yolk. I watch a lot of MasterChef. Where you
That's
want
I can see that, but, like, again, but I can understand okay, I could understand if you're doing that as someone who's a top chef at a restaurant, but I'm sorry, your Aunt Susie isn't going down the egg aisle being like, "I'm gonna get quail eggs this week." Like, no one's doing that, and they're throwing them away.
well, man, I love to cook. Like that is gonna be my next chapter. It's not gonna be anything other than like y'all are actually gonna see me on the show MasterChef. Um,
Master Chef Mina.
truly,
It works.
I love to cook. Like Garrett's sweet, I'm savory. So Aunt Susie was very, very direct
I have an Aunt Susie too, for what it's worth.
Okay.
Like, honestly, moment of applause for Aunt Susie's. Like, y'all fucking slap titties. Like, there's not an Aunt Susie on this planet that sucks. And if you think that your Aunt Susie sucks, you probably the one that sucks.
I would love to like maybe if
We
I
bring
find
her
the quill
on.
lives on sale. What?
Oh, I thought we were bringing Aunt Susie on. I thought that was where that
We
was
should
going.
bring Aunt Susie on.
Oh,
All of our Aunt Susie should come on. Laura, adopt an Aunt Susie so that you can have your
I
Aunt
don't have an
Susie.
Aunt Susie, but I had a
That said,
college
an
roommate
adopt
slash
one.
really good friend, Susie. So like she could work.
Perfect.
she could be an aunt.
That's Aunt Susie territory. We love that. We
I
love
know.
Aunt Susie.
My aunt is so freaking smart. She like Eric level smart. But
Oh,
she like is a scientist. So she'll be a cool person to have on. Ask so sometimes I'll just ask her questions. But yeah. If I ever find quail eggs on sale, I'm gonna cook something and like give you an example of what they look
you know
like.
what? Fine, I'll do that. But my thing is like, if I get a quail egg, it better be special because I'm not gonna like like 3 little quail eggs to give me like the nutrients of like one big egg. I'm gonna stick with my Costco Blues.
Quail eggs and caviar.
I've
Oh,
never had that, and that actually does sound good, but that also sounds really expensive. And eating 4,000 calories a day practically is already pretty costly. So we'll hard pass.
Oh, speaking of, I'm just yapping with the girls. Garrett and I went to this restaurant that you have to get like a reservation a few weeks in advance. Everybody is talking about it, and maybe that would have been somebody's last cook on MasterChef for real, and it was not cheap. Um, like my Wagyu steak, um, it's like a build your own taco place. It's called Puerta, and like they have handmade corn tortillas, and like we got
Hmm.
Wagyu flank steak and like lamb shank or something to do these tacos with. So like I'll eat a black and blue steak, okay? I will eat a rare steak. I ordered it medium rare to try and like find somewhere in the middle where it's not overdone but not absolutely fucking raw, as Gordon Ramsay would say. When it was sliced, it was like translucent. Like it wasn't black and blue. It was like fucking raw.
It was like jellyfish.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, like, if this was anywhere else, I would just like take it home, heat it up myself because I know that kitchen is going to incinerate it. But I'm like, at the price point of $150, I was hoping that maybe the kitchen wouldn't incinerate it. Matter of fact, they served it sliced. They should have given me a whole new steak. When she brought it back, it was literally like the outside was so charred that it was like flaking off, and I was like and I didn't wanna be the person that sent it back for a second time, so it wasn't the waitress's fault.
Bro, at $150, you better find me a new goddamn cow.
I would have just
Like,
been like, this isn't it. Can you just
oh
take it off the
my
bill?
god. Like, I could understand if you were at O'Charlie's, yeah, don't be that bitch. But like 150 for a Wagyu cow, Wagyu beef. Oh no, that you are trying again until I am satisfied, right? And that is the
Should
thing. At that price point, holy shit.
well, and then well, like, to be fair, that was, like it was 150 for, like, the board, so, like, it wasn't that steak was probably 75, but still, not cheap. Um The rice had no I don't know who decided this was a Mexican restaurant. I'm not even Latina, and I know that Mexican rice has more flavor than that. Like, it was barely yellow, no salt, and, like, the
Oh,
beans were supposed to be cooked with chorizo. I'm like, "Where?" Like, "This tastes like water." And as
oh
much as,
my
like, we
god.
still had a good experience, the food was, like it was edible. The corn tortillas were, like, top tier. But I'm like, "Maybe I just watched too much, like,
She's
cooking
like, I'm too
shows."
advanced for
No,
that.
dude. If you go to a place and the only nice thing you can say is they had good corn tortillas, that is a shit restaurant.
You wanna hear the shitty part though? Only the corn tortillas with the tacos, because the build your own tacos, because we ordered, like, a chips and salsa situation because you don't get it free there, and the fucking tortillas were stale, and, like, this was the first thing that we got, and I was trying to be cool, and I was like, "Okay, well, maybe they're actually just, like, a little underdone, they're not stale, like, surely they're not gonna give us stale tortillas at this restaurant that is so expensive," and, like, expensive it's not Michelin star, but, like, it's not your Applebee's, Chili's, O'Charlie's, or, like, even, like, it's, like, not a Ruth's Chris type situation either, I think it's, like, maybe one step above that, so highly disappointed.
Here's what I would do, and something that I take a note from Ash. Write to this establishment being like, I would like to share my experience. right? I would like to share my experience. Like, you can say positive things and you can say honest critiques, and see how they handle it because that will tell you the integrity of that restaurant. And this is honestly good feedback to do, like, for anyone that owns a business, like, especially coaches, like clients. I would like to share my feedback. Like, you got to have thick skin when you own a business because you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but you can definitely do it in a way that's respectful and tasteful. And so that's something where it's like my lash girl, I would like to write my experience. You did such a good job. Talked to me. You were professional. You were clean and hygienic. Like, thank you for your time. I will be back. That's gonna make their fucking day. And especially if you leave a Google review, like, people read that shit, right? And you don't need to be like cussing or, like I said, like being like flippant with your terminology or being brutal. Like, you can be honest with your experience without being like downright fucking cruel and like running people out of business. But truly, like, if the only thing nice to say was the corn tortilla, dude.
The lamb shake was good too, and the waitress was really nice. But
Okay, three
like,
things. That's great.
so I'll be like, "This is my compliment sandwich," but like,
I just
here's, but maybe, like, maybe we can get a gift card, um, so that you
truly.
can prove us wrong because everybody else seems to have really, really great experiences, and maybe I get like I know I like to cook, and I know I'm decent at it. Like, if Ash went and got a cookie out of like fucking Food Lion, she's probably not gonna have a good time. You know what I
Right.
mean? Or like Famous Amos cookies. She's gonna be these are garbage.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that I'm like Gordon Ramsay himself, but maybe I just should have lowered my expectations.
Which, I mean,
Um,
that's not good feedback for a restaurant. Maybe I just should have lowered my expectations of you guys. That's like
I
the restaurant insinuator. Like, oh, maybe I just should have been a little less expectant of my
feel like
$150 steak.
I feel like that's the corporate way to be like. I like it. I'm gonna write it. Um, yeah. Thanks for letting me share, you guys, because that was my like
It's
my
really fat
last.
boy in there, I could tell.
Dude, that was marinating. That thing was more done than your steak.
Well, that was my like last supper, so to speak. It was my
Mm,
last free
mm,
meal, and I was like disappointment. Cool.
mm. Mina,
It's
you tell
whatever.
me what you want to eat this weekend, and I'll try to eat it for you. Is that fair?
Um,
Is that fair?
Yeah, she's like, "Hold
yeah.
on."
Just to honor this such bad experience, I will try to, as long as it's not like a Last Supper type of deal where we're like going like, I will
No,
try to
and
honor you.
like I was just trying to have some like good tacos. Literally, just go to like your. I know that there's like a taquilla or a fucking tortilleria somewhere that you can go to get some house made tortillas. Just go get some good Mexican food for me. That's
Okay,
all I want.
deal. I'll try. I'll talk to Eric. I'll talk to the name of the billfold. Be like, hey, can I get some tacos to honor my friend Mina? Because let me tell you about her tacos. They sucked.
Don't tell people my tacos suck.
No, 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 not your
What you
tacos.
got?
What you
My
got
taco.
sucked.
No,
No,
I
Mina, we love your taco.
um, I really missed you guys. I needed this.
Yes, I did too. Ladies, as always, good chit chatting with you. Good yapping with you, as the younger crowd says. We'll catch you here next week. Guys, thanks so much for listening and have a good week.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.